Hello guys, welcome back to F1 Fanatics. Hope you all are doing well and are as excited as I am for the upcoming Formula 1 season. So, today we are going to predict the 2022 Drivers' Championship. And if any of you have not watched my last video in which we predicted the 2022 Constructors' Championship, so please go and watch that video after watching this one. The link of the video will be in the description, so please do watch it, and also please do like this video and subscribe to the channel. And so, without any more delays, let's begin with our predictions. So, at P20 and last place, it will be Zhou Guanyu. So, he is the only rookie this season, so you can't expect very much from him. And also, Alfa Romeo was kind of the worst car after the pre-season testing, so that's why I'll put him at P20. Now at P19, I'm going to say that it will be one of the fan favorites, Haas driver Mick Schumacher. I know that Mick is a great driver and the second season is kind of his thing, but this ain't any junior formula category, and now with Kevin Magnussen being his teammate, we will get actual look into his capabilities. But in Haas, I really can't see him finishing above P19, but I'm going to predict that he will score his first points in F1 this season. Now, moving from one Haas driver to another, and at P18, I'm predicting that it will be Kevin Magnussen. So the returning Danish man will have a better season than his teammate Mick, but I think he will be in a tough battle for P17 spot with none other than Valtteri Bottas, which Bottas will win. So yes, at P17 I'm putting Valtteri Bottas, and really in that Alfa Romeo he can't really finish higher than that. So now, P16. If you guys have watched the Constructors Championship prediction video, you guys would know that I said that a particular driver will perform really bad this season. So, I'm going to say that at P16, it is going to be Aston Martin's Lance Stroll. So guys, we all know that Daddy Stroll is the only reason that Lance is still in this sport, and with Aston Martin not really being super fast this season, I don't think Lance has what it takes to be the likes of Sebastian Vettel, Esteban Ocon or Fernando Alonso. So I will put Lance at P16. Now moving on to P15 and P14, I'm going to predict that it will be the Williams boys, Alexander Albon and Nicholas Latifi. Now yes, Latifi has had tough couple of years alongside George Russell in that Williams, but with now Albon in that seat, who not to forget is returning after a year of gap, I think Latifi will be quite competitive with him, and simply because he has more experience in that Williams than Albon. Therefore, I'm gonna say that Latifi will beat Albon for P14 and Albon will finish just behind him at P15. This next one might upset a whole lot of you guys. So, at P13, I'm going to say that it will be Spanish Fernando Alonso. Alonso is clearly one of the greatest drivers in F1. But listen, accept it or not, age does play a big part in high intensity sports, and Formula 1 is clearly one of them. So I think this will start affecting his performance, and also Ocon is no pushover, and I think that Fernando will not be able to beat him this season. Yes, he will have few brilliant races, but P13 will be the best for him this season. Next up is P12, and at P12 I'm going to put Alpha Tauri's Yuki Tsunoda. Alpha Tauri will clearly be a top midfield team this season, and with Tsunoda now being in his second year, he will start delivering the performance and the result for which he was signed after finishing P3 in just his first year in Formula 2. But still, he won't be as fast and as competitive as his teammate Pierre Gasly. But still, this will be a great season for Yuki. Next up are P10 and P11, and at P11, I think it will be Alpine's Esteban Ocon. He and Sebastian Vettel will fight a hard battle for the P10 spot, but I think Sebastian Vettel will edge him for the P10 spot. And for Seb, I would like to say that yet again this season he will carry that Aston Martin throughout the season and finish P10. Now, P9. At P9, I think it will be Pierre Gasly. Just like past two seasons, Gasly will continue to deliver good results, and I see no reason for his form to drop this season. But the top three teams being slightly in a different league, therefore I think it will be just McLaren and Alpha Tauri, and the both McLaren drivers and Pierre Gasly will fight a hard battle for the P7 spot, which will be the best of the rest. And the only reason why Pierre will finish P9 is because McLaren will outdevelop their car than Alpha Tauri. So, talking about the McLaren drivers, so I think they will finish P8 and P7, but I don't see Lando Norris being able to beat Daniel Ricciardo once again this season. I think they will have a very intense battle for being the top McLaren driver, and with Ricciardo just being tested positive, I can see that Lando will beat him comfortably in couple of initial few races. But Ricciardo now being gelled in that McLaren team will come back strong in the second half of the season and will beat his teammate Lando Norris. So at P8 it will be Lando Norris and P7 will be Daniel Ricciardo. Now the top 6. It was really hard to predict the top 6, and seriously, after the pre-season we cannot say that which team will be the fastest. Although Mercedes was suffering, but we all know that come the quali day, they will be up there in the contention for the pole position. So it was really hard to predict this, but still, here we are. At P6, it will be George Russell. I know, some of you will be absolutely shocked, but listen, we all know that Russell is a fantastic driver and may even be champion in future, but in his first season in a top team like Mercedes, I really can't see him fighting for the title. And with 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton as his teammate, Mercedes might not say it or accept it, but he will be the second driver in that team, as they will definitely not want another Lewis and Rosberg situation. Now, unlike Mercedes, Red Bull have clearly said that Max Verstappen is their first driver, so I don't think Sergio Perez will be in the title fight either. And with him now being in second year with the team and Red Bull being slightly better than Mercedes, I can see him beating George Russell to finish P5 in this championship. Now, at P4, it will be Ferrari's driver Carlos Sainz. Now, Ferrari have put their heart and soul for this season's car, and after testing, by the looks of it, it seems that they have delivered. But their both drivers are so at par with each other that it's written that there will be a Barcelona 2016 Rosberg and Lewis type of incident, not necessarily for the race win, but still. At some point, team's order will kick into a play in Ferrari, and Charles Leclerc, being Ferrari's poster boy, will have the upper hand and will beat Carlos Sainz in Ferrari. So your P6, P5 and P4 will be George Russell, Sergio Perez and Carlos Sainz in that particular order. Now, According to me, the title fight for the 2022 FIA Formula One Drivers' Championship will be a three-way fight this season between Max Verstappen, Lewis Hamilton, and Charles Leclerc. And once again, it will be decided on the final round this season, but on track this time and without any controversies. So, according to me, at P3, it will be Sir Lewis Hamilton. So, Hamilton Mercedes fans, listen to me. I know that Lewis, one of the goats of Formula One, and after last year, he is very much motivated to win his 8th title this season. But I don't think it will happen this season. And the main reason for that will be Mercedes being third fastest car in the top 3. Although Lewis will drive his hearts out and will give everything to drag himself into the title fight, but I think he will end up P3. Now, according to me, your 2022 Formula One Drivers' World Champion will be once again Max Verstappen, which means that by default P2 will go to Charles Leclerc. Now, I think that Leclerc will fight till the last race of the season, but this being his first title shot against a world champion like Max Verstappen, who is extremely aggressive, so I don't think Leclerc will be able to beat him. I know that it might also go the other way around, but I have a gut feeling that Max will win this year's championship also. So now, let's recap. P20, Zhou Guan Yu. At P19, Mick Schumacher. At P18, Kevin Magnussen. P17, Valtteri Bottas. P16, Lance Stroll. P15, Alexander Albon. P14, Nicholas Latifi. P13, Fernando Alonso. P12, Yuki Tsunoda. P11, Esteban Ocon. P10, Sebastian Vettel. P9, Pierre Gasly. P8, Lando Norris. P7, Daniel Ricciardo. P6, George Russell. P5, Sergio Perez. P4, Carlos Sainz. P3, Lewis Hamilton. P2, Charles Leclerc. And finally, P1, Max Verstappen. So that's it, guys. That was my prediction for 2022 FIA Formula One Drivers World Championship. I hope you guys would have liked it, and some of my prediction would have also surprised you, and some of you would be angry at me for putting your favorite driver, especially Mercedes fans, down the order. But don't worry, these are only my predictions, and I completely acknowledge the fact that there is a 99% chance that I may end up being wrong and making a fool of myself. But please do let me know your predictions in the comment section down below, and please also like and subscribe this channel. Once again, thanks for watching this video and hope to see you soon in another video. Thank you.